Hi everyone, this video is on the new moon which happens on the 15th of May. It's a new moon in Taurus and it occurs at 12:47 in the afternoon, and that's based on British summer time, so UK time. Now, a new moon is when the sun and the moon conjunct each other. So the sun and the moon, they sit together and the moon sidles up to the sun to kind of recharge itself for its next monthly cycle. So the moon goes totally black during this period, and it's kind of an introspective time. It's about going inward, looking at what the next month holds for you, what you would like to happen, and really kind of planting seeds of intention and taking a time out to just say, okay, what am I going to focus on in the future? This one is particularly interesting because also on the 15th of May, we don't just have a new moon in Taurus, which pulls in a lot of Taurus energy, which gets you to do things in a practical sense. We also have Uranus going into Taurus, and that is going to last for about 7 to 8 years. So I've made a separate video on Uranus going into Taurus, which is really going to drive you as well. Have a look at that separate video. I go into more detail there. But the new moon in itself happens at 24 degrees in Taurus. So this going within process is going to give you opportunities and ideas of how you can make practical changes in your material, physical life, and how you can improve things for the better. So take 10 minutes out, quieten your mind either through meditation or prayer or whatever allows you to actually listen and to hear your guidance that comes from the universe, and it will present you with a really practical, enforceable idea that is an opportunity on this day that'll come to you, that if you implement that, it's going to create security and it's going to transform your financial and material circumstances. Now, the new moon forms a trine, so a harmonious relationship with Mars and Pluto in Capricorn. Mars is the male principle of desire. That is in Capricorn. So Mars wants to get things moving. Like if you think of Mars in Capricorn, see him as a builder. See him as someone holding a battering ram, trying to get things out of the way. Think of him as someone who's a builder, an engineer, someone who's really working on making things happen in the physical world. 29 degrees, each house of the chart has 30 degrees. So whenever a planet is at 1 degree or 29, it becomes critical and heightened. It's even stronger than it usually would be. So this is Mars really saying, come on, get to work. You've got the idea, the opportunities come to you. I want you to implement that now. I want you to work hard and I want you to get things moving. Also, if you look at 29 degrees, 2 and 9 is 11. 11 is the master's number of service. So this work that you're going to be doing will help other people and yourself. Pluto is the planet of transformation and change. That's at 21 degrees in Capricorn. So Pluto in Capricorn says, I want you to transform your physical, material circumstances. At 21 degrees, that's 3. In numerology, that's about communication and that's about new beginnings. And what you're doing with this new moon is you're communicating with yourself, and it gives you practical ideas of what you can change in the physical world. And Pluto is saying, communicate with your inner self, communicate with your higher self. That's what's going to give you the motivation and the insight into what you can do to transform your circumstances for the better. Now, unluckily or luckily, we've got Black Moon Lilith sitting on top of Mars and Pluto. Black Moon Lilith is the part of the chart that tries to sabotage you. And it's at 20 degrees in Capricorn. So Black Moon Lilith says, okay, you've got this idea to build something wonderful and it seems great and it seems like it's going to change your life, but it's not going to work out. And Black Moon Lilith says that because it wants to sabotage you from succeeding and from finding your dream vocation, and it wants to prevent you from maximizing your potential. So what that looks like is if you get an amazing piece of insight or guidance from the universe today, Black Moon Lilith is gonna try and get you to do this. Ugh, that's not real. That's never gonna work. I don't have the skills to do that. I'm not clever enough for that. Other people are good at that, but not me. So that's the trick here. Don't fall into the trap of listening to Black Moon Lilith, which is going to try and put you down, and it's going to say you don't have what it takes to make changes in your life. The reality is you absolutely do have what it takes to make changes in your life, and if you start working on those things now, you will really create a wonderful sense of security for yourself. The new moon also sesqui squares, so it's 135 degrees away from Saturn, the planet of structure and security, which is in the sign that it rules, Capricorn, at 8 degrees. 8 is power. So Saturn supports this new moon, and it's saying, hey, little new moon, you're thinking about ideas, things that you can create in future, things that you're going to do moving forward. I'm going to help you actually take those ideas and give you the strength to implement them. I'm going to pave the way for you to succeed, for you to move forward, and to create that stability that you're craving in your life. So this is most likely to do with work, with money, with material things, but it can also have to do with relationships. Remember that Taurus, the sign of the bull, is ruled by Venus, planet of love, beauty, and creativity. So this is also a fabulous time to solidify a romantic relationship and to get that in place. Now the new moon also opposes Jupiter in Scorpio. Jupiter is the lucky planet. It's at 17 degrees in Scorpio. Now this opposition between the new moon and Jupiter means that you're far more reliant on your own guidance, and what you're taking a lot of responsibility for what you can do. And this opposition indicates that you're not looking for other people to help you. You're not looking to pass the buck or the responsibility over to someone else and have them do it. You're really strongly focused on your own power, your own ability, and part of the joy of this whole process is that you do it by yourself, no one else. It's not given to you, it's not handed to you on a silver platter, it's something that you create, it's an idea you get, and it's an idea you can do something with. And that's where the pride comes from, because no one else did it, you did it. Now, those are the relationships that the new moon forms. In the chart itself, you'll see a big blue triangle, and that blue triangle is a grand trine, and it's a grand trine in Earth. So it connects Mercury in Taurus with the rising sign in Virgo and Saturn in Capricorn. So the big talent that you've got is to communicate with yourself, to get practical ideas. The Virgo side of things helps you go through that information and helps you to objectively say, this is a good idea, this is likely to work, we have the money for this, we have the space, time-wise this is going to work, scheduling-wise, no problem. It's really going to help you with the logistics of things. And then that Saturn in Capricorn at 8 degrees gives you the power to actually build something long-term and strong. So the new moon in itself is a great build-up to making something happen in your work life or your romantic life. And when Uranus moves into Taurus, that gives you like a hyper boost of having ideas which can be turned into something practical, into something real that you witness in your day-to-day experience. So there's a lot of focus on you in the sense of what are you going to get done? What are you going to create? What are you going to make happen? So that's what I get for you for this new moon in Taurus. I hope that gives you some idea of what you'll be working with. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. In my private readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology chart is like a blueprint of your soul. It allows me to see what your life purpose is, where you've been in past lifetimes, what you want to achieve in this lifetime, so what the goal is. Vocationally, what you're going to be gifted at, what's destined for you in love, romance, relationships, finance, health, family. And also I can look at what's coming up in each of those areas. So if you have questions about compatibility or when finances are going to pick up, go to gregoryscott.com, order your reading. I can answer all of those questions for you. I hope you have a wonderful and productive new moon here, and you get those ideas that allow you to create something wonderful and really beautiful that you want to create by yourself. I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.